Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record weekly review special for week 15 in the second year of the Gaming Decathlon competition. This week I brought in 2,028 points, a nice rebound from getting below that 2,000 mark the last couple weeks. Best round though, still well shy of that. That mark is 2,691, even though that was just 7 weeks ago, so just shy of 2 months ago. The current virtual best, tiny increase, 3,101 points. And the all-time virtual best is unchanged this week. Looking at the 10 games individually, Kenshi is at 16 points this week. Still where it's been for a good while. But finally some stability, and the base is nearly built up. We're getting defenses put up. At some point in the very near future, we're going to be able to go spend some of the money that we've earned and increase the size of our squad. So that'll finally start scoring some points. It's been a while since I've had any points. I have 16 members in the squad. That's the 16 points. None of them have leveled up to that point yet to earn additional points, as each character eventually could be worth 4 points as they hit that super squad status. Draft Day Sports, college basketball, back to a normal schedule as the NCAA March Madness tournament has come to a close. In real life, Virginia was the winner, and myself, I had my best season ever, in a way. Best record that I've ever had, but not as deep into the tournament as I got. I lost the conference final, and then I lost in the second round of the tournament, so a bit disappointing on that front, and it actually ended up equaling the best score that I think I hit it at the end of the 2017 edition, and then I've already hit it here in the 2019 edition, and now a second time. So I've actually hit the score of 485 3 separate times now. It's added to that total differently each time in terms of where we went in the two tournaments, plus the overall win-loss record for the season to eventually add up to that. So still coming up short on that 500 mark. Really hoping, though, that we could be on the verge of breaking that, as I've still got a lot of talent on that team heading into next season. Draft Day Sports College Football. What a rebound from last season so far. I mean, we're only one game into the season, but last season, I had a single win all year, 1-11. And it was exactly what I was expecting of the squad, coming off of having the worst coach in the league, the lowest prestige in the league. Recruiting was difficult. It's a challenge mode on purpose. It's a Road to Glory series. So it was supposed to be tough. Now, the first season, we had a good record, but that was the leftovers. That was the team that I inherited, and they were decent, so they did okay. They did much better than expected. But once the team started to become my own, then we saw the damage, and I went 1-11. Well, I'm 1-0, and I won against a really good Houston team. So it was insane. It's absolutely asinine that we have already won a game. I recruited better in that second season, heading into this third season, and the team is developing, and the team is growing, and I was hoping to be better than one win this season, but now I'm hoping for a little bit more. I don't think we're going to match that for a season. It is probably a bit of a fluke, a bit of an anomaly. I don't think we're going to suddenly bounce back and win 8, 9, 10 games or anything like that, but we might get a few. 4 or 5 even. I mean, it's starting to. My hopes are building a little bit in that series right now. Motorsport Manager, 91 points, no points scored. Really tough the way things ended up going in that last race, and sad and disappointing that we're still sitting on 91 points with all the progress that we have made. Pro Cycling Manager now, so career mode first. We ended last season a week ago. So this was a reset. It was at 98 points, and that was its record. That was the end of my second season, both in Continental, but now in Pro Continental, the impact is immediate. 1 month played, that's 10% of the season underway in the first week here since the reset, and 31 points already. And that's a third of my total in a tenth of the season. So look out for that score to drop in the next 3 weeks or so, maybe 4. Pro Cycling Manager, Pro Cyclist, that individual career mode. This is that season that I'm looking forward to, and I have finally gotten underway with the first of the 3 Grand Tours. So big points could be coming. I'm at the Giro d'Italia right now, so be sure to check that out as I continue that journey. But already 343 points before my first Grand Tour is in the books. So that's a lot of points already earned. The Tour de Romandie, Liège-Bastogne-Liège were both in the earlier episode in the week, and I won the Tour de Romandie and picked up a lot of points there, and that's why we're already not so far away from half the total of last season. And again, that's just now entering the first Grand Tour where the most points are available. I definitely could see hitting 1,000 points this season if I stay healthy. But we'll see what happens with those Grand Tours. And by the way, that would be the first game that I would have mastered if I'm able to pull it off this season. Football Manager 2019 inactive. F1 2018 inactive this week. So those couple games were sitting out. But only the 2 games this week. NBA 2K19 was active, and my overall rating increases by 1. That brings me up to 90 points. I did move forward in the calendar a little bit, and my first landmark bonus, I'm closing in on it, so that score will finally start to creep up a little bit faster than it has so far. Right now, all of the points that I have at 90 are from my overall rating and the badges that I've earned, and those continue to creep up slowly. But once I start hitting some landmark for points, rebounds, assists, and so on, that's where that score will jump a decent amount. Dirt Rally, new season this week, a reset, and my score has gone up actually from where we ended the season. But I've struggled of late on there, and I'm really finding the 2.0 very challenging compared to the original Dirt Rally. I had gotten pretty good at Dirt Rally. It wasn't amazing, but I was definitely up there. I was racing in high classifications and having competitive times. And now I'm in low classifications, racing in low classes, and struggling. Now I have the maximum difficulty set. I have 0 assists whatsoever. So it is as challenging as it could possibly get. But so was Dirt Rally, and I was doing well. Dirt Rally 2.0 is kicking my butt. But I am on the verge of passing the record score on that one and creeping up a little bit higher. But I've got a lot of room for progress, a lot of room for growth in that series. And I'm just going to keep plugging away and keep working at it. So again, the total, 2,028, so I'm happy to be back above 2,000, but I really want to start creeping higher. I want to hit 2,500 or 3,000 on a more regular basis. I've got way too many games, way too many series that are still sitting at low point totals. I'm down to 3 games that, at least all time, are still under 100 points. I mean, that's 10% of mastery of those games. Kenshi, 16 points. Are you kidding me? That is so far away from hitting mastery, and yet I've put in a good amount of time on that already. Football, Motorsport Manager, the career mode for pro cycling, NBA, all under 100 points right now. So I'm still at the infancy of a lot of these games, and if I'm going to ever master them, if I'm going to ever approach a 10,000 all-time virtual best, I've got a lot of work to do. but I've got to keep plugging away and keep making progress. It's really hard to master 10 games all at once. I mean, you see those YouTubers all the time that master a game, and then that's their channel. I've tried to do 10, and then I haven't even stuck with the same 10. There's been variety, there's been change. I've only got 3 active games inside the all-time top 10 right now, so, I've got some work to do. But I'm going to keep at it, keep plugging away, and thanks for tuning in. And be sure to check out next week as I continue on with the journey. Bye for now.